Hello everyone. On this video, our group will present a few things in the story of the Great Wall of Lucio. But before that, let me to introduce myself and my friends. My name's Reni and my friends are.
My name is Zidan King.
And I am Insani hasyim.
On this video, we'll explain about the protagonist and the antagonist characters in the story of the Great Wall of Lucio, and then the plot summary, and the next is Lucy's American identity, Lucy's Chinese identity, and the last one is the conclusion. Okay, without more pleasantries, let's.
Hello everyone, still with me, Reni. On this our group presentation, we want to discuss a few things from this story. Yeah, the title is The Great Wall of Lucio. But before that, let me to introduce again my group members. The first one is Insani hasyim, and my name's Reni, and my another math Zidan King. The next slide, I want to explain about the protagonist and the antagonist of this story. The protagonist is Lucifer. Yeah, even from the title itself, we might easily find out that the protagonist is Lucifer. Lucifer is the protagonist as well as the main character, because from beginning to the end of the story, Lucifer dominates the whole story. And the antagonist is Sloan Connors. Why Sloan Connors becomes antagonist? Yeah, because Sloan Connors who opposes the protagonist, and she often becomes a villain to Lucy. The next, I want to explain about the plot summary on this story. The first one is Lucy Wu is the youngest child of three siblings, her brother Kenny, her eldest sister Regina, and they were born in Chinese American family. But Lucy prefers American culture than Chinese culture, and she has ambitions to be professional basketball player and designer. On this exposition, we know that Lucy Wu as the main characters, and it introduced her identity and her ambitions. The next, Lucy expected to occupy her room alone after Regina left for college, but her hopes had to be dashed because Hippo, or Lucy's grandmother, would come and share a room with her. Yeah, in this rising action, small conflict occur, like Lucy doesn't like Hippo presence. Why Lucy doesn't like Hippo? Because Hippo is very thick with Chinese culture, and Lucy doesn't want to be influenced by Hippo in everything, including her culture. And Lucy always regards Hippo as a stranger. And the next, Lucy doesn't like Hippo's presence, and Lucy's parents don't support Lucy in basketball. At school, Sloan and Sloan's friend don't like Lucy, so there comes the day when Lucy and Sloan compete to be captain of the basketball team. Yeah, in this climax, her problems become united, such as Lucy doesn't like Hippo's presence, and then Lucy's parents don't support Lucy's hobby in basketball, and even at school, Sloan and Sloan's friend don't like Lucy. Yeah, her problem becomes united on the top in this climax. And the next, Yipo, Kenny, Mr. Chen, and other members from Yipo's mahjong group came to support Lucy. And in the end, Lucy won the game and became the captain of the basketball team. In this falling action, Lucy didn't think that the person who strongly supported her was Hippo, and she realized that Hippo was a main figure for her. And the last, The weeks after the games sped by, finally, Lucy's parents support Lucy's hobby in basketball, and the relation between Lucy and Yivo has improved. And all these stories end with a close ending and happy ending. Okay, then.
Now I wanna discuss about Lucy America identity. Although Lucy is of Chinese descent, Lucy prefers American culture. Lucy is always forced to go to China school, but Lucy doesn't want to, and Lucy can't speak Chinese. Lucy American identity. First, Lucy preferred sport. Lucy liked basketball, which is American culture. Look for this quote. Mom, I really don't want to go to China school. She does not like to know more about Tionghoa culture. She thinks her identity of being Chinese is not important. She prefers to America culture. That's why she chose basketball to be her favorite sport. 2. Lucy grew in an American environment. Yippee, this soccer finally invited me to America. In this quote, it was explained that Lucy lived in America. How did you say don't touch my stuff in Chinese? Lucy is of Chinese descent but does not understand Chinese because she has lived in America. Another evidence. One article was about some business that specialized in finding Chinese-speaking nannies for parents in New York. This quote implies that Lucy lived in America because the newspaper is an American newspaper. Lucy read that newspaper at the airport while waiting for her father and Yipo. 3. Lucy doesn't like everything about Chinese. Lucy doesn't like China because according to her everything is very foreign, like food, language, and culture. It can be seen from this quote. I close my eyes and send a mental message to Dad in China. You are my last hope, Dad. Don't let me down. It showed that Lucy wished her father would agree with her. Before the passage, Lucy was arguing with her mom that Lucy did not want to go to Chinese school. However, mom opposed her and expected Mr. Wu, Lucy's father, to ask Lucy to go.
Alright, guys, I'm going to discuss about Lucy Wu's Chinese identity. Following by the quote, we can see that the name was given by her mother is has meaningful that there is no anyone would be have. By the name, we know that she is a Chinese because Meng Shui comes from Chinese language. So she was born in the Chinese family, and the name was found to have dream from her sister. Next slide. Explain that Chinese school so important to her. Following back the quote, in the quote explains that her mom wants she must go to Chinese school. She can increase ability about Chinese language and so on. But from the comment of her mom, she was rejected because she can speak Chinese even though just a little or not quite fluent. From here, we know that she is a China. We know that language is one of the identity someone. Next slide or last one. Lucy indirectly showing her identity by following the quote. When she and Talents was arguing about choices to basketball practice or Chinese school, we can see that Lucy indeed Chinese, but she didn't show up her identity in generally because she didn't like to go to Chinese school. She preferred playing basketball, and then hopefulness of her dad to get sporting hopefulness that she sent a metal message to her dad indicates she is a Chinese because her expresses in the Chinese language, and then she hopes that her dad can support her for didn't go to Chinese school because uh, it contrasts with her desire. She has big desire to play basketball, whereas Chinese school more important for her in the future. So here, seeing that she hides about her identity. Calculation. In Calculation, The Great Wall of Lucy Wu is a novel that has a very light story, suitable for all ages, and this story is very closely related to everyday life and social life. In this story, we gain a variety of knowledge about dreams, family, relationships, friendship, and especially the cultural reality of racism and sadistic classism. As we already know, Lucy was born to parents who had two different cultures when she preferred American culture to Chinese culture. So in the end, she began to learn about everything related to China. In this novel also adds to our insight about history and cultural revolution, especially Chinese culture. In this novel also teaches us about friendship and family relations, how Lucy avoids friendships with several people, including her relative Yibo, and in the end, they can accept each other. That's all my explanation. Maybe we are apologize about my mistakes or shortage. So uh, thanks so much for your attention. Bye bye.